open it.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, he ain't say all that.
TK and Bruce going live.
Ask the question, what about the merch? And I can kind of answer that.
No. Let me tell you. No. Let me tell you.
When you guys go on the road to certain places, whether it's whatever event, they don't let certain people sell merch, right? And not only that, they take a big percentage. They might take 30 to 40% of what you take in. So that's just how the business goes. I don't think it's anything personal with TK.
Yeah,
that's just how. I know the House of Blues does it. You know, when I'm out with Corey, I know the House of Blues, they'll take a certain percent or whatever. So that's just how it goes. Is that true?
Yeah, and see, and I didn't sell merch but one city, and I didn't sell merch at all. So here's the thing: they wouldn't let Charleston bring his family backstage because Charleston White was a security threat to House of Blues. They wasn't treated like a comedy show. They saw all his videos about raping women and stabbing people, knives, guns. That every week I had to have a conversation with the big boy about him being on the show. They didn't want him. They didn't want him on the show, and I said, "Nah. He's just a young kid." Because I seen Charles. This is my first time rocking with him. He's a little kid. He was weighed about 90 pounds, and they made it seem like Charleston was this terror to the world. And I said, nah, he's a good guy. He's a good dude. Keep him on the show. Keep him. So people never read him between the lines. So he had an assistant that came to the club in Dallas the day before. Questions about parking, where the cars go. And they took it like it was a security. Now, Live Nation has a security team in all their clubs around the world, venues called Global Security. I get a call and say, TK, we're not going to let nobody backstage during the show. Nobody. Because I had so many problems with Live Nation, I told them, yes, do what you want to do. We want to get going smooth. Me and Charleston had a conversation about people not coming backstage because of what one of his team members did. Now, here's the great thing about his team. I love everybody on the squad. It's fun to me to see him coming in with security, him coming in with 8, 9 people deep. I felt like an uncle watching this kid enjoy this opportunity because anybody in the world would have thought their life to be on tour with me with Live Nation. So pick him, which is a lottery win when you think about it. They could you pick Charleston White than everybody else? And I picked him because I liked him as a person. I still like him as a person. He just didn't know his business. So that's why I'm on here with you, Gooch. I'm not here to talk bad about the brother. I'm here to throw nobody under the bus. I'm here to explain people the game. Why he couldn't bring people backstage. Why I almost want to know Live Nation.
Hold on, TK, keep talking. I'm gonna turn the air conditioner on. Hold on,
okay.
Because it's messing up the mic. All right, let me do this. Voila. Hold on. Bam. Here we go. All right, now here's another thing, you guys, about having people backstage. Because once again, I've been knowing this man. I used to be on the road with Iron Mike Tyson, the biggest of the biggest. When you have people backstage, not saying that anyone would take anything, but when you're back there, some people sometimes have 100,000, 80,000 firearms or whatever in their personal belongings. If something were to come up missing, then that creates a problem. Now, I don't think Charleston White would do it, but you have also people who work in these facilities that play off of people who don't know. So just say Charleston's on stage. Just say TK is doing an interview. If they know no one is back there and someone that works in the arena or delivering food, they know no one's back there, they can steal. Now, when the person finally goes to their bag or gets their belongings and it's gone, it's easy to blame it on people who shouldn't be back there.
But I don't think that was the case. They just really thought Mr. White was the security threat. And these are guys in the main offices in Los Angeles. They're not at the shows. They just go by the videos, and they sending me videos of Mr. White every week about something that he said that was crazy. And
so basically, they had like what are those phones? Like dummy phones, and they're looking at people's footage and doing stuff like that.
You go on YouTube, you got stuff on there. So they started researching him, and when they saw his past, they was going way back. And I'm looking at first, I'm thinking white people trying to throw another black man under the bus. That's how I felt. Right. But I wasn't gonna let that happen. I was like, nah, he's a dude, a brother. We're gonna look out for this brother. That's how I felt. And that's why I fought for him every week. It's the honest to God truth. This is what I thought. So I kept sticking my neck out on the line for him every week. I wasn't gonna risk my career over him, but I was just gonna say enough to say, yo, let that brother stay on the tour. So after the last tour, I didn't know how I was going to tell him he couldn't do the other 80 cities. It was 50. They added 80. They added 30 more when we started in January because I didn't want him on the show. So he did everybody a favor by saying he quit. It's just that we have a gentleman who can take something and flip it to make it seem like he's telling the truth. That's the problem. He's an excellent speaker. He can persuade people like Donald Trump. And
that motherfucker,
he could do it. Like his mouthpiece is cold. His mouthpiece is cold. So
Charleston can sell bottled water to a motherfucker drowning.
And I hope he finds himself. I hope he does well in this game of comedy. I brought too many people into this game to let this small. And the only reason I'm on here because it's the internet. Now, the world has changed compared to 10, 15 years ago. You have to speak up or people will take their own thing. And I don't want to walk around and someone looking at me like, oh, you did such and such wrong. So that's my thing right there. That's not the kind of person I want to be.
Okay. One more thing, TK, because I know you have things to do. I'm just going to ask you for a small favor. I just got a text from Yuckmouth from the Loonies. And do you think you could spare 5 minutes? I'm going to send you a link. Well, here's the thing. It's 2,200 people waiting for you on his YouTube channel. I'm going to send you a link and we'll bounce over there. Is that cool?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Everybody, follow me, and I'm going to set up a link. Everybody go to YouTube. Go to Yuckmouth TV. Me and TK about to be there in 1 minute. All right, I see you over there, TK. I'm gonna send you the link.
Bam.
All right, bro. All right.
Yada. You see, the boys got it going, man. You feel me? Shout out TK Kirkland. He definitely one of our dopest comedians in the motherfucking game, man. He did our first skit with the Loonies. Oh shit. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, let's get good old TK up in this thing, mate. It was a Wonder Twin night. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Tapping in from everywhere. You know what I mean? My bad for not doing the intro. They was straight at it. You know what I mean? So I just had to get to them doing they want to, man. I didn't want to miss that, man. They were just on IG together, busting down TK Kirkland's response to Charleston White accusations, saying that he quit and that he didn't get paid and this, that, and the third. So, TK wanted to clear his name up, because like he said, man, it's the internet. If somebody throws some shit out there, if it's unchallenged, it becomes the truth. You know what I mean? And he don't want to be walking around and motherfuckers questioning his gangster and his business shit. So, his business moves and power moves. So, yeah, he wanted to clear his name, man. So he will be here. Hold on, hang on. You feel me? In between time, everybody, it's Wonder Twins and it's time to activate. Yada. Small activism. Okay, here's my twin. He ready to tap in. Okay.
Yada.
There you go, man. Yeah, we just had y'all on the screen from the IG, my nigga.
Yeah. That was a good look. I just sent TK the link, and he's gonna be in here, man. And you know, Gooch just make things happen, man. Oh, we gotta activate. We gotta activate, huh?
You got to activate, buddy.
I'm tripping. Hold on, I'm out of pocket.
Yeah, man. You get me up in this motherfucker. You got to activate, cat daddy.
Yeah.
There go TK. Okay. I don't think TK drink. Yada.
What's up, family?
Yada. TK, what's happening with it?
We got the crew in the building.
To the motherfucking K, man. What's happening with it, man?
Listen,
hey, man.
I could always support. I could always depend on the West Coast.
Hey, you know, TK, was our shit the first skit you did on the album? The Looney?
Yes, sir.
Lunatic
That's
music?
right.
Yeah, man.
That's
You know,
right.
TK was on Lunatic Music. You was talking about replacing bitches like baseball players and shit, basketball players.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Say that joke. I ain't gonna fuck it up.
I got bitches in the game, bitches on the bench.
Right. You said, well, other bitch, she whoop. And then I said, okay, yeah. Yep, on that Lunatic Music. Y'all go check it out. T to the motherfucking K in the building, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man.
Hey, TK. My bad. Before we get into this, because we're about to drop some, I was thinking, man, and only you and Yuck could probably relate to this. You know, because I think crazy. I was thinking, if strap-ons, you know, the little dildo strap-ons, if they could shoot real semen, do you realize that 98% of the WNBA be paying child support right now?
You funny as hell, nigga. What made you sit around and think of that all day?
Hey, man, because that's fuck it, man. Fuck it, man.
You crazy, yo. You crazy.
Shit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our big brother T to the motherfucking K, and we're gonna get into what happened. Let's do it, TK.
The man said he quit on you. He said he quit. Fuck that. He ain't getting paid. He quit.
No,
he said he got $250 and they got a $700 one. Then quit. I can't do this shit.
So listen. Yes. Here's the thing that when you don't have the knowledge of the comedy world, right? Charleston White is not a comedy star. Charleston White is the internet star.
Right.
Two different things. When we met, it was based on me teaching him the game of stand-up comedy, where in actuality there was no pay whatsoever. When I actually told that to Live Nation actually said to me, "No, TK, we have what we call support. Support is whoever I have on the show, that check will go to them." Unfortunately, as we moved along through different cities, the people who signed our checks wasn't there those particular days. So me and Charleston opt to have our stuff sent into the mail, not knowing that once you signed in W-9 and things go to corporate, you don't get your money right away. Sometimes it could take 2 weeks. Sometimes it could take a month. What Charleston also didn't say, I called Charleston almost every other day to make sure he was comfortable. I had not gotten paid either. See, it wasn't, but see, me being mature, because Charleston Wright has a right to be upset. He doesn't understand the business. But me being mature, I want my money too. But guess what? I know that I'm doing a big tour with Live Nation next year, the year after that. I'm not going to yell at them over this. I know the money's coming. Certain people were out of town. Some people got to sign off checks. Some people got to call the venue. The venue have to sign off on things. It's a domino effect that the young man wasn't patient for. So instead of him just being patient and understanding, he got on Instagram Live. I mean, he did some type of show, talked about it, and put this into a negative situation. Now I'm sitting here chilling. I wasn't even going to discuss this type of stuff. And after the day, believe it or not, I don't think I want to talk about it no more. I just hope, I know that they're going to get his money. I talked to them Friday. Hopefully I'll get my money tomorrow, because that's what they told me. I have my money tomorrow. So I didn't yell at them. I didn't go off on them and say, yo, where the F is my money? I didn't go off and say, yo, Charleston out here dragging me because of y'all, because he should have got his money X, Y, and Z. I didn't do none of that. When I sent Live Nation the video, they laughed at me, like, and not laugh like literally, but they're like, yo, you really worried about that? That young man is not even on your level. Don't worry about it, TK. We got you. And I came on here because, Gucci's my man, you my man. I've known both of y'all for over 30-something years. God damn, I mean, we've known each other since 92, 93. It's been that long. So that's where we are.
Did he realize that I know he had lost fumble to deal with academics, because academics try to have him on a show with Live Nation, and they canceled it because of the same thing, because of
now right now it goes to show you. Now I saw that interview academic said. Now, do you understand what kind of power I must have to tell Live Nation to put this boy on the show when they already said no? Do you understand? Like, this is when you know the business. Do you know what kind of power I have in this game to tell Live Nation, no, we're going to put that brother on the show? And then he does this to me, and then they look at me on the Zoom call and go, I told you. I told you. So again, and Gucci tell you, I'm not gonna talk bad about the brother, because we at the age now, we want all Black brothers to win. I just like this to be a great opportunity to school people who are uneducated in the business of entertainment. When you go corporate, it's a different ball game.
Right.
And when you go corporate, things happen. I'm sorry.
No, and you gotta pay your dues. Nobody comes in the game on the top. Like, you know how many shows we had to do with Drew Down for free, didn't get nothing.
Thank you, sir.
When you drop an album, they had something called the promo tour.
Yep.
You had to go state to state, city to city on promo tour to promote your shit, perform at clubs, do radio stops and all that shit. And all you got was a per diem check.
That's
a per diem check is your money for food and shit.
Yep.
So that's like $70 a day.
Exactly.
$70 a day.
Exactly.
That's all you're getting. But we on the motherfucking 30-day promo tour promoting the album. Ain't getting paid shit. But we have to promote this album. It's called paying your motherfucking dues.
Called paying your dues. And we have the internet now. And like I said, and I had this discussion with the brother. I said, yo, you getting 10,000 a show, but you won't get 10,000 a show in the real comedy world. They ain't doing that.
Right.
It ain't happening. When I hear people talk, I said, okay, if Mr. White is so good, and I'll give him $100,000 if he could sell out 7 shows by himself in any one of his cities, because I know how difficult that is to do. Okay. So when people say, "Oh, he's the best," or TK, you old and he's funnier than you, I start laughing, because I'm like, I'll give, and I want to make sure this gets out to the public. I will give Mr. Charleston White $100,000 cash, no check, cash, if he could sell out a 500-seat venue, 7 shows in one weekend.
That's a challenge. So if that's a challenge.
Challenge. Like they go on the Cosby Show. Challenge. You was tap dancing against motherfuckers.
And it goes. What I'm saying that for, it goes to prove your point. You got to pay your dues.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, there's no way he'll sell out 7 shows.
Okay.
No way. He'll do 7 shows by himself.
Now, if he did a YouTube live or something, he'd probably have some people in the building. But to actually have people come to a nightclub, 7, and sell that bitch out, just you by yourself, nah, hell no.
Nah, it ain't happening.
I know certified comedians that can't do that.
Thank you so much.
By themselves. I go to the Improv every Monday.
That's right.
It's hard. Shit.
That's right.
Hard to pack that motherfucker sometimes. You feel me?
Right. That's right. That's right. So again, this is
that motherfucker.
And again, this is an opportunity to teach people who don't know this game. I think it's a great opportunity, right? I think it's how this entertainment looks, because from the perception wise, you think people, when they're on TV, they multimillionaires living in a studio apartment, right? When you see a person doing a tour, you think they're supposed to get a lot of money, not knowing how that deal is structured. That's it.
I seen the top dogs come in the Improv for $3.99 just to test their jokes. Like, I done seen Kevin Hart just hop out out of nowhere. Just pop
Thank
up
you,
out the blue
fam.
like shit.
Yeah,
And he up there just testing his show. I know they didn't Spike didn't get that nigga no money. Kevin Hart
exactly.
cost.
Yes.
But he like, fuck that, let me test my jokes. So
And do you know when we did the shows in LA back in the day, even to this day, when we do shows at the Improv, they don't pay.
Right. Not no hell of a money.
Yeah, people in the audience think that we're getting checks when we're doing the shows in Improv. That shit is free.
Okay.
Free.
Educate them, TK. Educate them. Because here, once again, you've been doing this, man, 40 years, 30 years.
Yes, sir.
So,
37 to be exact.
Right. So there's a lot of people who think they know what's going on and they actually don't know what's going on.
Right.
They also don't know that when you see guys at like the Laugh Factory or at the Comedy Store, you might get more, but the average dude is getting up there is getting $20 and 2 drinks.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. And when I do come to the Improvs in LA and I do a guest spot, I'm not looking for no money because they gave me the opportunity to work on my craft for years to become who I am today.
Right.
That's the return. That's the payoff. You do the return. You work hard so that you can become good, so you can get the bag. Can you get the bag for 30-something years?
Right.
See, y'all know, like we got stars in the business. We got superstars in comedy world. But one thing you can say about me, I've been consistent for 37 years. For 37 years, I've been in the conversation of stand-up comedy. 37. And I'm 63 years old. And I'm tired. And I still keep rocking. So I just came on to use as a forum to tell everybody that Charleston White is right. Live Nation should have paid us already. And him and me, but it didn't happen that way. Don't get so emotional that you mess up the big bag. Because what he's talking about ain't even over $5,000. What he's talking about is small money. What he's talking about, he quit. The tour ain't based around you. The tour, we could have put anybody on the tour. The ticket sold because of me. He making it seem like the ticket sold because of him. It's TK Kirkland on the marquee. Live Nation gave TK Kirkland the deal. They didn't give Mr. White the deal. If they thought that Mr. White was such a phenomenon, they'd have signed him to the deal. They wouldn't have got me, and that's what people need to understand.
Hey, here's the thing, TK. In time, Charleston can get his own thing. But you have to, what people don't understand is that you have to work like a slave to become a master.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It doesn't happen overnight, man. And in time,
I think Dewberry is up in here. I'm gonna put the link up since Dewberry look like he got a lot to say. You know, that's his manager.
Yeah,
Dewberry's the homie, man. Let's bring him up, man.
Okay.
Put the link up
here. I always wanted to meet Dewberry, man. So this is gonna be dope, man.
Hit the link, Dewberry. I just put it up there for you, man. Like we said, man, everybody got to pay their dues, man. Charleston White is super famous on the internet. It's like doing interviews, he gonna get his check. But as a comedian, he's brand new. He's just getting his feet wet. So just because you're a sensation on the internet don't mean that you're a sensation at the comedy club.
Thank you so much.
T.I. is a sensation in hip hop. That shit didn't measure out at the comedy club.
Yes.
It didn't. T.I. went up there and quit within 3 or 4 months. He was done with the shit because the same love he got in hip hop, he didn't get in comedy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you might get love on the internet, but you probably won't get the same love at comedy until you pay your dues.
Right. It's so true.
You go on the tour with TK, until you go on the tour with Corey Holcomb, somebody that has a name that brings the audience already.
Right.
So you can have somebody to even, because if it's just you on the bill, probably 10 or 15 people show up.
Yeah, right. And don't get me wrong, he might get one show that he might get a lot of people in, but because he doesn't truly have a talent to carry a show for an hour. So he got a great show for 15 minutes, but can you do a show for an hour?
What?
That's the
difference. That hour fucks everybody up.
That hour feels like a day. And here's another thing. Just because you know how to make a cake doesn't necessarily mean you know how to run a bakery.
That's so true.
And I love Charleston. Charleston, man, is a good dude. We speak, and I wanted to do this I wanted to be the mediator because I know both of you guys,
Yes.
and I was able to speak on it without having any bias.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know what I mean?
Here go Dewberry. Let's get Dewberry up in here.
All right.
All right.
Dewberry.
My nigga. I love this dude right here.
Listen, this is what I want y'all to understand. Before TK Kirkland show, right?
Okay.
The first show we did is in Atlanta.
Okay.
350 people. We got paid 10,000.
Yes.
First show.
Yes.
All right. We went to Houston and we did 5 shows in Houston. Each show was 300 people sold out. All right.
Okay.
We went to Memphis. We did 3 shows in Memphis.
Yes.
Sold out every night.
Yes.
Over 300 people.
Yes.
We went to New Jersey. 1,150 people showed up.
What's your question, Dewberry? On that show with 1,000 people, was just you on the show?
Listen, the only headliner was Charleston White.
No, that's not what I'm asking you. Was there other comics on the show?
It was the other comics that was on the show. They was locals.
Yes, but that does help. So let me explain to you, since Dewberry's on this thing, and I love this guy, and he knows I always show them much respect. And like I told the rest of the guys, I explained I didn't get my check either. What upset me, Dewberry, was that the respect I've always showed you guys, I shouldn't have been the one to get thrown under the bus because it was Live Nation writing the checks. So I wasn't calling you, I was calling Mr. White almost every other day, explaining to him how Live Nation is going to pay the check. But Mr. White got upset and threw me under the bus. And it should have been, no, you know what? We're going to protect the homie TK because TK has nothing to do with this. The reason why I'm on here is because I didn't want the young kids, the people who don't understand entertainment, to think that I am keeping this brother's money when everybody had just found out Friday I hadn't got paid yet either. So what we're talking about is discipline and being patient, because you never want to shoot yourself in the foot for bigger opportunities. You never want to cross someone who think that I would do something wrong on something so small. That's what I'm trying to say. Like when you guys came to the venues, I never caused a problem. When you guys asked anything that you wanted, I gave it to you. Now you notice all the shows we started having security, because it's not that Charleston is a bad guy. His videos make him seem like he's a bad guy. So I got to deal with global security almost every week to say, yo, this is a good dude. He ain't bad. Like, yo, let him stay on the show. That's how it got to that. So once we got to Texas, I forgot your publicist's name, the young lady who went to the venue the day before, started asking questions. Where you park the car? How many guest people we can have? So global security calls me and they say, yo, TK, some young lady came up here. She didn't give her name. We don't know what to do. So to protect everybody, we're not going to have nobody backstage at all. And I think you was there. Wasn't you, Dewberry? Was you in Dallas? Yeah, so you see, nobody was able to go backstage. And am I wrong that the young lady came the day before and messed that up with security?
Yeah, with everything you said is 100, right?
Yes, sir.
But this is what I think that everybody got to understand is this here.
Yes, sir.
Charleston White is just not a comedian.
Yes, we know that. That's
Charleston
what we said.
White,
we gave him his props.
Charleston White is a different kind of guy that's moving in a whole nother different kind of direction.
No, Mr. White, let me tell you, I'm sorry to cut you off. We understand that. Here's what the problem is. These two gentlemen have known me for over 30 years. Over 30. They know me to be a solid guy. We're on here tonight. Normally, I don't even do this type of stuff because I'm too old for this. I should be watching my Netflix channels and smoking my cigar and chilling. That's what I do. I'm on vacation. We're on here because, and I'm glad that you're able to speak. I never want problems with my youngsters. What I want is everybody to win. I want everybody to get a check. I've been around when they was giving us $20 at the comedy clubs. I was around when they wouldn't even let us in the improvs, in the comedy stores. This I know for a fact. I've been around long enough to make sure that every black comedian will go do a black comedy club because we made all the white owners of comedy clubs very rich and multi-millionaires. So my thing here for us is to just make sure that we have an understanding. Don't fuck with the OG TK. TK not writing the checks on this. Now, if it was a comedy show that I put up money, my own money, we had the venue and I paid and we got money at the door. What I would have done as a businessman, as a promoter, paid you guys 50% up front. You'd have got the rest that day in cash. That's the way it goes. Now, when you was at breakfast with us that day in Las Vegas, Nevada, when we talked to Charleston knew that there was not going to be no money on this show. It was pretty much TK teach me the game. I have been asking for someone to teach me the game. Can you teach me the game? Boom. So when we came down to Jacksonville, when I saw that he was hosting, I didn't like the way he was hosting. I didn't think he could carry a show. So I put him in the lineup. He was getting good every show. So during the Jacksonville show, they have a salary for a feature and an opening act. I think it's only $50. Any true comic would tell you that. The problem that I had, that Charleston said on the interview the other day, that they was only doing 2 shows. And they added 3 shows because of him. I've been doing this 37 years. I do that same club every year. So for him to say they added 3 more shows because of him is just a straight out lie. And I'm the kind of person, I just want to call the truth, because we live in a world, whoever does the talking can spin the narrative. All I like to do is tell the truth. I want everybody to win. I don't know if you saw us earlier. We said that Charleston White is a great internet sensation, but he's not a great stand-up comedian. If people are coming to see him perform, it's not because they come to see him perform as a comedian. They're coming to see him perform because he's a great internet. We live in a different world today with technology that we have that we didn't have when I was growing up. So when he rocked with me, that's like when I told him to come out on his shows, tell the audience you're an internet sensation trying to be a stand-up comedian. They will receive you more instead of you trying to be funny. And that's all. It's not necessary for all of us to keep going back and forth. Do every time I saw you, I always show you mad love. And I'm quite sure Charleston will still show me love when I see him too. I just would never throw Live Nation under the bus, because here's what I want you to understand, DuBarry, since you're the manager.
No, I'm not a manager.
Oh, you're not? Okay, I thought you was manager. Okay, so this is what
they've been knowing each other for years.
Since y'all been together for years, this is what I want for y'all. One day, I don't want you to work the chitlin circuit. One day, you're going to be 60-something, 50-something years old like me. And I want y'all to be doing clubs and getting money the way he's supposed to on a regular basis. That's what this is about. Because you're not going to always get that $10,000 in the next 5-6 years. The internet thing, because people are going to want to know, yo, are you funny? Can you make it happen? Because the more you go out, the more people see you. The more people see you, they're going to make a judgment. Is he funny or he's not funny? That's it, fam. So, like I said,
and I have no doubt that Charleston is up for the challenge. What's up, DuBarry? I'm Bruce. I know you hear my name. What's up, dog? I always wanted to meet you. Charleston is very, very talented. That's my dog.
Raw talent. He's excellent. That's how he got my attention, because I saw the raw talent. See, in all the comics I put on, from Godfrey, Mike Epps, D.L. Hughley, and the list is long, I always went off their talent and their character. Charleston presented that same that same spirit to me. And I know that he's going to be a great comic 5, 8, 10 years from now. And me and him have had this discussion. The discussion today is Live Nation is going to make sure he gets his check. Live Nation is going to make sure he wins. And all I'm asking is that, please, when you get mad at someone, get mad at the person who writes the check. I'm the one that looked at the brother and said, yo, you got talent. Let's rock and roll. But you got to follow the rules of this corporate world. I said to him, like, yo, stop smoking weed, because they was watching him every week. I had to fight these people every week to keep them on the show. It's corporate. They have a certain image they want to uphold. And think about it, DJ Academic couldn't keep y'all on the show. So understand what kind of power I have to make these guys at Live Nation change their mind. They said, TK, do you want him on the show? I said, listen, you got to give this brother a shot. After the first show in Vegas, they called me the next morning and said he wasn't funny. You know what I told them? I said, nah, the mic was messed up. Things was wrong. I told them I even had a bad show in Vegas because I was sick. I didn't feel good. Second show came around. They was like, TK. I said, listen, we're going to rock with this brother. Then when security things started happening about the props, he couldn't get backstage, so his family members couldn't get backstage, they called me again every week. And I've been doing this 37 years. Never have I ever stuck my neck out as much as I stuck my neck out for him to keep him on the show. Then when they didn't sign the checks immediately, I didn't get my check either. Hopefully I get it tomorrow. They told me Friday I was getting it tomorrow. We shall see. Monday, we shall see. But I'm not going to say y'all ain't shit. I'm not going to say Live Nation, fuck y'all, I quit. I would never do that. I want the best for you guys. I've always showed you, man, look, because what I used to tell you, I just enjoy y'all coming in there 9, 10, 15 deep. I used to think the shit was hilarious. I just sit in the corner and watch y'all just do your thing. I just chill because I'm an OG in the business and I want people to win. And that's all I want, Dewberry. That's it, family. If y'all can continue to sell out 8, 9, 10 shows, I want y'all to do that. I have nothing against that. But look out for me the way I looked out for you guys. Look out for me the same way I stuck my neck on the line and said, yo, this brother's good. His people's good. I love this brother. That's how we are Black, believe it or not. We got to stick together. And that's what I do, especially when I deal with them people that sign the checks. I stuck up for you guys. You have no idea what I had to go through. That's all I'm saying.
Now, I respect that. Salute.
Thank you, sir.
Say it this here. He came to me. He came to me personally.
Yeah.
And told me the tickets was not selling until she put Charleston White up there.
Yes, but that's not true, sir. That's not true, though.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Okay, I understand.
She told me that. She personally told me that when she gave me her card and said, hey, man, y'all contact me. So therefore, what Charleston said didn't come out of nobody's mouth but her mouth.
Okay. Respect.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's one thing I want to get. That's how that came about.
Okay.
The second thing was this here. To be honest with you, Charleston never said nothing bad about TK.
No, he didn't. He
never said nothing bad about TK.
Right. It's true.
All right.
But you see what happened? The people took it like they did, though. But go ahead.
So then when that happened, now everybody is, he hard to, first of all, it's understood that the opposite people, they not gonna rock with us. Why? We moving in a different direction. We not going with them. We going against them. See, everybody ain't moving in that direction. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when he coming in to get on these platforms, hey man, they might not like you. But guess what? It's the people. Everybody have their own preference. Everybody have prime example. You got Yuck Mouth. You got people that's down south that didn't know about Yuck Mouth. But then you got other people down here, they love the fuck out of Yuck Mouth, right? So he could come down here and sell out a show right now. Right now. Let's listen to what I'm telling y'all. This real talk. But you got other people be like, well, nah, he too old. He this. But it ain't about what nobody else think. It's about what the people think.
Right.
It's about the people. Now, the reaction from the people from Las Vegas, everywhere we went, no, man, the people went crazy. Mm-hmm. The people they went crazy. Mm-hmm. I did never see nothing. Because one thing about me, what I do is I sit back, I be quiet, I do no talking, and I observe everything.
That's true. I saw that. That's all I do. Yes.
I watch everybody in there. Who not laughing, who not clapping. Because after every show, you know what he do? He come to me and say, how did it go? I'm a genuine friend. So I tell my partner, hey man, this show, you was off a little bit. This show, you hit it. I tell them that. The people want to tune in to them jokes. So we're going to do away with them jokes. I tell my partner that.
Yes,
Because
yes.
we have these kind of real conversations.
Yes.
So at all these events we went to, I'm being honest, and we can do a poll right now. Everybody at them shows, they went crazy and they love Charleston White. Even though he might not be, quote unquote, up to the standards of T.K. Kirkland, Eddie Murphy, Kevin Hart. But I always tell people, comedy is just like being an artist. Everybody ain't gonna be the same.
That's so true.
And everybody is not gonna be rocking with that tune.
Yes, that's true.
So with that being said, it's the people that say, hey man, we want Charleston White. We want Charleston White. I watch it. We sell out. I'm watching it. I'm not saying that he the greatest, but what I'm saying is, and I'm not knocking no other comedian.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna ask you a question because you've been in the game for a long time. Name me one comedian that on their very first show, they sold out, they got 10,000, and they done sold out 28 shows. Name me one comedian that
That's
ever.
so true. Now, but what you're saying is right, Dewberry. That's what we're saying. We're saying the same thing, but just different ways. What you're saying is 1,000% correct. But what most comics didn't have, and I have to be honest with them, we didn't have the internet.
You right about that.
We didn't have the internet. If we had the internet, this whole motherfucking game would be different, dog. See, what you guys got is the internet. You guys got the fame, the popularity before you got the talent. So yes, you're not consistent yet. But why do you think I rocked with you? See, my thing is, you saw me backstage talking to Charleston. I always told the brother if he was good, he was better, or change this up or change that up. What I'm saying is, yes, you could get 10,000 show, but when you do the actual comedy club, unless you guys are the headliner and you negotiate your own deal, this is what they're going to say. So when you guys came down to Jacksonville, that was a test run. That was a test run. I don't know why the lady even said that to you in Jacksonville, because guess what? You guys wasn't even promoted in Jacksonville. You wasn't on the radio. You wasn't on the flyer in Jacksonville. So for her to say that was wrong for her to say that. But I know that and I know what you said about the cut, because when I was taking pictures, you think you was right there. She handed you guys the card. Do you remember that?
Exactly.
Right, because I was taking pictures and I saw her hand the card. I didn't know that she said that to you guys though. So no one is wrong here. And like you said, Charleston didn't say nothing bad about me. What I'm saying to you is the world took it that he did. My main thing is I'm always going to show you guys respect, and you guys always showed me respect. I called Charleston every day to make sure that he understood what we was dealing with Live Nation. That was important to me because I felt like since I brought him in, I brought him to the dance. You see what I'm saying? I brought him to this thing, so I'm going to look out for him. And that's all it was. And I'm just glad on this day you got on here, Dewberry, to say what you were saying. You got to hear me. And tell the brother I wish him the best. Like, I would still call him to say hello. I think that we all should do a episode together to talk, so that way.
Hey, Dewberry, is Charleston available now?
No. That's not the way I want to do that.
Okay.
It's 10 o'clock, man. I'm about to go to bed. The thing is, I don't do this late shit. The thing that's important that we have a forum here. Hopefully, everybody tunes in to hear what Dewberry said. They do have a different movement. They are moving differently. They do have the fans to follow them because they do have the internet. And that's how I became a fan 2 or 3 years ago. That he got on my radar. And that's how I said, yo, come roll with me so I could teach you certain things. And we all agree. We had breakfast together in Las Vegas, Nevada. We had a good time. And this brother had always been solid. When he said that he just sit back and watch, he'll tell you, I've been solid since day one. Am I right or wrong, Mr. Dewberry?
Facts.
Been solid since day one. And I just want the fans to hear that, to understand that I've been solid since day one. Because, see, I have children now. I got kids who watch stuff like this, and they love their father. And my integrity to my children is it's not the fans so much, but my kids. When they look at daddy, when they see people look at me and want my autograph, especially my daughter Trinity, the look in their eyes is so precious that I would do anything to protect that. So with that said, Dewberry, thanks for coming on to let people know I didn't really fuck over Charleston. It was just a misunderstanding on so many levels. And to the fans that's listening, I didn't write the check on this one. Because Dewberry, tell them how you normally get paid. Normally y'all get cash, the balance, the same night. Am I correct?
Right.
That's how you get paid. When it's your show, correct?
Right.
And when your name is on the billboard and it says Charleston White and you're there to get the money, you're counting the people that come in, is your show. That's my point. That's all we've been trying to get a point across to the world is how this business goes behind the scene. And then when you deal with corporate, go for a show. When you deal with corporate, and Yuck Mouth, you know this, Gooch, you know that. If one thing go wrong, if you don't get a wire, if you don't get your money sent in a wire, 9 people, if not more, got to sign off on your check. And I think that's crazy because everybody on here is hustlers. We like that money in our hand. But after we do something, you can't fuck a check, give me cash. Like I got to feel what I worked for. Like I got to have that in my, and when we don't get that, is that saying that's why I've been independent for 37 years. That's why I made Live Nation wait 3 years. They tried to book me 3 years ago, and I turned them down every time. And a situation happened at one of the improvs that made me give them a call. I said, let's go. It just so happened Mr. Charleston White was on my radar. I said, yo, let's put this brother on the show. They do things differently. And he's right. Y'all go in a different direction. It's true. And I'm happy that you're creating your own lane. But when we go corporate, it's a different ball game. That's all. And I'm just glad that there's so many different stories here with knowledge of the business that when people now look for information, they can listen to Mr. Dewberry, they can listen to Yuck Mouth, they can listen to Gooch and say, yo, these brothers really made, hopefully we cleared it up, that Mr. Kirkland was not, like he said, Dewberry said, he wasn't talking bad about me. But my name is the name in the subtitles when it says TK Kirkland. Dewberry tell you, I've been solid since day one, since Vegas when we sat down and had breakfast together. And I believe in moving like a man. And Dewberry, these 2 young men right here came up under my wing during back in the day. I used to promote concerts with these guys, put shows on. The Gooch used to roll with Mike Tyson, and I used to do things for Mike Tyson back in the day. So all of us been getting money together for years. And I think Dewberry, I didn't even know you knew these niggas. Like when they said, I don't
say, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just don't be honest. But to be honest with you, I want to say, even though I know Yuck Mouth, he done said some things out, but nigga, I've been jamming Yuck Mouth way back in the 90s before I went to the presentation.
Right.
Even though I listened to him, he done said some things, but listen, nigga, I don't get in my feelings, homie. I'm a whole nother kind of animal.
But
at the same time, though, I respect
everybody could agree to disagree. You know what I mean? I like some of the shit he do. I don't like all the shit he do. You know what I mean? Period. I still fuck with him. I fuck with you. I follow your channel. You was breaking the whole shit down in the car. The Aiden Ross shit. You know what I mean? So I watch your channel too. That's probably how I'm on your radar. You know what I mean? How I'm in your whatever that shit called, the analytics or whatever that shit called. What it's called? I don't know when they just put you in algorithm. I don't know what shit I'm going to. So I respect y'all, nigga, and I salute y'all. You know what I mean? I was gonna ask you about the Aiden Ross shit. Did he turn down a $10 million deal? I'm saluting niggas like that from the ground up. It's certain shit that make a nigga heart go, I can't fuck with that. And I know he doing the shock jock shit. He doing the shock jock shit. Like the shit he was talking about Nip. He was like, I know Aaron is, and then he like, oh fuck this one. And it's like, come on, man, dude, dead.
What do we? I'm lost, guys. Bring me up to speed. What we talking about?
No, I was talking about some of the things that I don't agree that Charleston White be saying. Now, all the other shit, he fly, man, he funny than a motherfucker. I tap in. That boy be pulling out guns taller than him. Like, motherfucker, I don't want to fight you. Like, he funny than a motherfucker. It's certain, you don't got to agree with every, niggas don't like all the shit I do.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? That's life. Nobody ain't gonna agree with everything you do. So, baby, when I do make my compliments about him, it's the shit I don't like.
I respect that. It's respect.
Do I got beef or a problem like on some Soldier Boy shit? Fuck no. Hell nah. For what? What that man do ain't that. Yeah, what that man do don't make what he don't make me shit. It's just entertainment. You know what I mean? But sometimes shit could be disrespectful. I got a little blog, a little podcast.
You gotta respect that. You gotta respect that.
I respect that.
I talk about it, but that's about it. It ain't like, nah, fuck that nigga. Let's go shoot him. Let's go kill him. Let somebody get rid of him. Nah, none of that.
Nah, I respect that, homie. I'm gonna tell you something, Yuck Mile, and this is real talk because I guess now I'm in this fucking limelight shit, but
welcome.
But I want to say this, bro. And it's always a pleasure because one thing about me, I don't do no dick ride. I just get props.
It was that, I remember it was that Rap-A-Lot shit. And I got the Rap-A-Lot chain on. It was that Rap-A-Lot shit when he was going at the old man. That's what it was. I know exactly what you're talking about.
But listen to what I'm saying. Nigga, like I said, I respect everybody. I'm a dude that come with respect. It's point blank, period. I'm not gonna agree with everything that nobody's saying in this world.
Right.
You hear me? But at the same time, I just wanted to say, hey, man, sometimes we can get a misunderstanding. Sometimes that's life. But my thing is,
true.
I'm trying to build to where, not knocking TK, nigga, get money. But nigga, when we gonna start building our own stages?
Thank you, sir. I agree with you 1,000%.
That's all I'm saying.
It starts tonight. Let's do it. It starts tonight, man.
Listen, guys, let me tell you how this works now. See, I said this to comedians. I'm going to share this how this works, Dewberry. Let's take the comedy world. This is why I respect you guys so much, right? And you keep doing what you're doing. See, I try to get comedians to do black comedy clubs. You know they won't do it. They'll do the white man's club first. They don't come from the streets the way we come from the streets, where we'll go to a black club and support a black comedy club and make a black owner rich to make sure he gets his money. It's no disrespect to the white owners. It's just that I see the world differently. I saw when they wouldn't let us in the improv. Do you understand? I understand when we couldn't get in the Comedy Store.
The Laugh Factory.
Right, the Laugh Factory. When we started making names for ourselves, Robin Harris, me, who else, like Tommy Davis. Somebody got smart over there, like all cultures do, to milk the black culture. Do you understand? The black culture has made from the hair industry to the music industry to the comedy world rich. So what you're saying, Dewberry, makes sense if we can get everybody on the same page. But guess what? When we have people who are uneducated, we got people who don't understand loyalty and confusion, we will always have this separation because people just for some reason just thinks totally different. Nobody wants to be on the same page. And it goes back to what we was talking about with Mr. White. And like you say, never said nothing bad about me. I fuck with you guys to the end because I took you under my wing. I want the world to know that. I want the world to know that TK, when he does something for people, he means it out of the bottom of my heart. You was at the meeting. I said, I don't want to manage you. I don't want to have nothing to do how you make your money. I just want to show you how to do this stand-up comedy game. Can you verify that for me, Mr. Dewberry?
You did. I was right there.
You was right there. That's all I said. I didn't want to manage. I don't want a taste of your money. I don't want to do none of that. I just want to show you how to become a great stand-up. So hopefully this can inspire other business people that we can do something in the comedy world. Dewberry, y'all keep doing your thing. Get every dollar that you can out this game called life because it's here to be gotten. Do you understand? I'm retiring soon. Like, that's why I've been doing so much for people.
Give us 7 more years, man. 7 more years.
7 more years, dog. Yeah, I can't be 70 years old saying T to the motherfucker. Okay, I got grandbabies coming in November, and I don't want them 5 years old talking about, I just saw granddad on such and such saying suck my dick and T to the
Who raised you?
motherfucking K. Yo, who raised? Nah, I ain't doing that, yo. So I bow out first, you know. I bow. But if I could put people on as I go through this journey, when I sit back and think of all the things I accomplished, from NWA to DMX to New Edition to Madonna to frankly Beverly and Mays to I still want to say that I helped out Mr. Charleston White one day in my obituary. You understand what I'm saying? That these things are important to me because I see the world different than all of y'all. Because I'm old enough to be you guys' dad. To be honest with you, I'm old enough to be your fathers. You know, so So I want the best for all you brothers on here, and I'm glad that Mr. Charleston White wasn't on here either. But Dewberry is just as good because, like I said, Dewberry, a fisherman can always see another fisherman from afar. And what that means is every time I saw you, I saw what you was doing. I saw that you was laying in the cut. I saw that you was paying attention. I'm glad that you got on here and everything I said, you said was facts. You was right there. And that shows me how I tip my hat off to you because you 100, you didn't let this camera change what kind of man you are. So listen to me. I respect that to the fullest. And thank you for
Dewberry. Everybody needs a Dewberry on their team to keep it 100.
Listen to me. When I say, I watched him because he watched me. We from the streets. And when you're from the streets, you move a certain way. When you're from the streets, you're very observant. Everything he was doing, even though I was running the whole thing. Wasn't I, Dewberry?
Yeah.
I was running the whole motherfucker from security down to the end, but I pay attention to everything. The only thing I hated was the person that supposed to sign the checks at all the House of Blues, left early in the day, didn't stay to the evening until our shows was over to pay us our fucking money. So that's why me and Charleston didn't get paid. That's how I had to go to corporate. And once I went to corporate, which I found out, it's 2 to 3 weeks. I'm like, what the fuck? 2 to 3 weeks? Thank God we didn't need the money because we'd have been fucked up. That's how that went. Dewberry, listen to you. We got all of y'all. Yuck Mouth Gooch.
Yep.
I had talked to you in years since you had the drop top motherfucking Maserati. For anybody had the drop top Maserati.
I was 14, man, when you first met me, man. Convertible Maserati.
Exactly. You know, so when I used to pull up in the Rolls Royce in the V8 Maserati, see that type of stuff. So that we go way, way, way back. I'm a senior citizen now, guys. I'm gonna have me some tea and put on my toe.
We're gonna talk for you. We're gonna talk for you.
You know,
Hey,
Dewberry, listen to me. Yes, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Can I ask both you gentlemen a question? Is this watch like? Is you gonna get back at your boy Charleston? You say you tell him. Is you gonna tell him like, bro, really fuck with you, bro?
See, you know what? To be honest with you, if y'all sit back, Charleston ain't saying nothing about TK no more. Let's go back. He ain't saying nothing.
Right.
The only thing that got it was when he went on Say Cheese.
Yes.
That was like Say Cheese, right.
And how they twisted the narrative.
In one day, it was like 1.3 million people that done saw it.
Right.
So if everybody look at the book, everybody ain't gonna read it the same.
That's so true.
People gonna pull out what they want to pull out.
Right.
And then when you pull it out, and then it's like when certain things being said, it's like, hold on, God, what's going on? So at the end of the day, we all can speak. I ain't never disrespect. I ain't said nothing. I ain't called TK no H and no B or nothing like that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm speaking on a level where time out. No, man, we have done this. Hey, man, we done this. Hey, man, we been doing this. So I'm just speaking about what we done did.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
No, a lot of people might sit back. I'm like, hey, man, we've been doing some big numbers.
Yes.
Not trying to, I ain't trying to be funny, but I'm one of the guys that's like this. I salute everybody that's making moves.
Yes.
When we came and talked to you, one thing about Charleston, he was really sincere about learning from you.
Yes.
He was sincere about learning from you, because I told Charleston after the second show, I said, Charleston, we don't need to do this.
Right.
We missing too much money.
Right.
Man, it's time. We don't need to do this, bro. This ain't what's happening, man. I told Charleston.
Right.
Charleston said, no, man. Let's go with this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning. I need to. So I respect my partner's decision when he made that decision to keep going.
Right.
So when he made the decision to say, I'm going to slide back from Live Nation because I got to get my scepter on point, he said, man, I want to buy it gratefully, because along down the line, guess what? I hope to be able to headline on Live Nation.
There you go.
So you got to realize that it wasn't, I think people getting it so mixed up, because it wasn't that he was trying to bash nobody. It was more like, man, I want to buy it gracefully, man. I don't want to, because I don't want to make it sound like, oh man, I can't be worked with. That's all we was, that's the only thing. And I feel like by him saying that and going on a platform like that, and it's going out there to the earth, everybody getting what they getting out of it.
Right, right.
You know,
and hold on, Dewberry, and that's why I did this, man, because I know how motherfuckers are, dog. You know what I mean? I know people, they hear what they want to hear and then they twist it and all that. And you know, people are fucked up, Dewberry. We know that. Yup knows that. TK knows that.
But here's the game, guys. We all came together like the 4 wise.
That's what was important. We as black men came together. We showed love
to talk about the platform right here, to show that 4 brothers got together because of my relationship with this young man, and Dewberry hopped on, which is great, to talk about his side. We talked about our side. He said to the world that we didn't say nothing bad about TK. It's just that's the people took what they wanted out of that interview. And again, it wasn't about the fans. Like I'm on here because I got kids who have friends who in their 20s and 30s, right? And I hope they see these interviews too, and they go, nah. Dewberry came on and said, yo, TK solid. Dewberry co-signed TK and said he was solid. And I knew Dewberry talked about the tour. I knew that you guys probably shouldn't have been on there that long, because it was a lesson of learning. And when you're missing that kind of money, because if you're doing your own lane, I know how I would have moved, right? When I was coming up like you guys, I was independent. I couldn't tour on the Kings of Comedy tour. So I went to hip hop because I had a bad reputation when I was young. So the 50 Cents, the Eazy-E's, the DMX's, the Loonies, the AMGs took me under their wing. See, hip hop blew me up before I blew up in stand-up comedy. People don't know that. I was on everybody's album doing comedy skits, touring with everybody. See, and I'm gonna tell you what's so great about what you got. You guys got the first comedian to do $10,000 a show on their first going out. I'm the only comedian that toured with every major rap group in the 90s, and can't nobody else say that. I toured with everybody from Nelly, Luke, E40, 50 Cent, the NWA Millionaires, NWA, the list is long. So we have that. So I understood where you guys was independent wise. You understand what I'm saying? I understand, yo, fuck the Live Nations, because that's how I used to feel. I used to say fuck everybody. I used to put up my own money. These guys will tell you to do shows. I was to put Yuck Mouthing on as an opening act so that I could perform. When I used to book Too Short, I used to put Too Short as my opening act to help to get the crowd in so I can perform, because I knew I was so good that anytime you can go on after a rap group, people knew you was funny. And that's what I did for years until I created my own lane. And then guess what came around that made me famous? The fucking internet. So the internet is doing for me what it's doing for you guys. Every week I get 5,000 people on my social media and my Instagram because I figured out how to do this shit. It took me years to figure out how to do Instagram. Then there's some people who come right out the bat and hit a motherfucking home run and boom. Now here's what's crazy. There's going to be other people like Charleston White coming because they're going to learn the game. See, when I sat down with Charleston, he was telling me about the YouTube University, shit that I didn't know nothing about. That he, like, I'm like, what, nigga? He said, yo, TK's a YouTube University. They teach you how to do this shit. We sat down and was talking. Once we started talking, I started putting two and two together. I went to my boy Tommy out of New York. I said, Tommy, chop up all my interviews that I've done over the last 7-8 years, and we're going to post this shit every day. So when people are hearing my interviews, sometimes they think I just did it. Some of the shit old in the motherfucker, dog. But guess what? The fans are following me. I got the rhythm going. And that's what you guys have done. So that's what I got from watching Charleston White. I said, how the fuck is this guy getting all these people? And I said, he does a lot of interviews. And that's what I started doing. Well, that's what I was doing. But I wasn't cutting them up. And I wasn't saying things that that could create controversy. And because I wouldn't say things that's controversial, because I'm a senior citizen.
No, man, that way.
We're gonna end this on we're gonna end this on a great note, man, because
yes, sir.
This is dope when real ones get to show up. It's a treat when the players meet. And it's definitely a treat when we could just get on and talk like adults and real men.
Yes.
You know, because a lot of people like to, you know, take it to some other shit. You know what I mean? Just go on a wild rampage on the internet by themselves instead of really trying to get down to the bottom of it and nip this shit in the bud, man. So I salute you, both you gentlemen, man, for hopping on here like men, you know, and settling this shit like men. So I'm gonna end this on a good note. Y'all seen the movie Willie Dynamite?
No.
You got to have vision.
I'm gonna tell you, no, we have to collectivize, Willie. We have to collectivize, man.
You see, Willie, I've had every type of bitch. And let me tell you something, Willie. When it comes down on you, either you improvise or you run. Like a solitary rock.
So I think
we love y'all, man. TK, we love you. Dewberry,
I love you
we
guys.
love you.
Y'all still have
I love you.
fight on the 26th?
Huh?
Yeah.
Dewberry and them, they fight. They got a boxing match on the 26th in Arizona.
I'm in Vegas, so I'll be there.
Yeah. They're doing it. This month, like this week coming up.
I'm pulling up.
Let's do it.
We're there.
We there.
Listen, I will come, but I'm having a baby shower for my grandbabies that's not born yet. So I'm about to be a grandfather. So listen, to Yuck Mouth, to Gooch, to Dewberry. Like I said, I saw you from day one. I knew you was a solid man from the first time I saw you because the way you move. So, and like I said, a fisherman can always see another fisherman from afar. I wish you guys the best.
Let's end it like this with a toast.
Let me speak, Gooch. Let me speak.
Okay, go ahead.
When we see each other around the world, as we always do, I will always show mad love and respect. When people ask me about you, Mr. Dewberry, and your team, I will always show mad love, which I always done. All I ask is the same time, say we fuck with TK, and don't let no one throw me under the bus, and I'll do the same thing for all my black brothers, and you too, Mr. Dewberry. So because you your own star in your own lane, and after watching this too, what people's watching us talk, trust me, the respect for you is going to be on a whole nother level too. So with that, may you guys pain be champagne. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my night. T to the motherfucking K. We got down to business, and thank you guys so much. This makes me feel so much better going to sleep tonight too. I appreciate you.
Love you, big bro.
Take care, family. One.
Peace. Hey, that's how we do it, yo. Another good one.
That's how you do it. Another Wonder Twins, man. When you bring the brothers together, man, and everybody just squash their shit. It wasn't really no beef anyway, but people get together, you know, because like they said, everybody read the book and take what they want to take from it. And some people taking like beef. You know what I mean? So it's good to know that them fellas ain't got beef and shit. It's good money across the board. You know, smells like a whole lot of money in this motherfucker.
So you know how we gotta end it, man.
Yeah, man. Let's deactivate, man. Wonder Twins deactivate. Yada that boy, man. Good shit tonight, man. Shout out Dewberry. Shout out motherfucking T to the motherfucking K.
And shout out Charleston White. Shout out Charleston, man.
Shout out Charleston White. You know what I mean? Definitely shout out Charleston White, man. For sure. And shout out.
That was another good one, man. Love you, bro.
Motherfucking Wonder Twins. Yuck Mouth and Goose the motherfucking great, man. Because yada that boy. And we out this motherfucker, man. Shout out everybody in the chat, man. The motherfucking wrench mob. Y'all niggas going, I'm taking niggas wrenches, man. Y'all motherfuckers need to start. All the people that be bullshitting in the chat, that be doing all that trolling shit, y'all ain't been eliminating them. I'm taking niggas wrenches tomorrow. Y'all let motherfucking trolls just run freely tonight. Y'all let the trolls just get all in that motherfucker, man. The wrench mob. The niggas with them wrenches, man. Get to deleting the motherfuckers. Put them niggas on timeout. You know, if they real disrespectful, block that motherfucker. But put them on timeout when they say stupid shit. You know what I mean? And then if they really stupid, block their ass, man. Period. Come on, I ain't give you a wrench for nothing. Use your shit, man. Period. Wonder Twins, we out this motherfucker, man. Shout out TK, shout out Dewberry, man. Shout out Charleston White. We out, Dynamite. Yada, boy.